Our time is almost done, as I judge it. There's still just a few more moments to give you a last few truths. As I promised before, let's talk about Golconda. An exotic name, yes. What is it? It is the ultimate transcendence of the vampire condition. A being that has fully mastered their beast and has become something more, something greater, something free. Now, there are many different interpretations as to what this might mean. Many theories, many rumors. Some people believe that every path has its own Golconda, its own apotheosis. But everyone agrees that the main one is on the path of humanity. And though there are some who try to besmirch it, I am certain that it is a path honorable and good. Oh yes, it is the path of a saint. If a vampire can be a saint for long enough, walk in goodness and in virtue, they can become free. Free of vampire politics, free their beast, free of the thirst. Yes, that is an aim on the path of humanity that I abandoned long ago. I'll never taste that Golconda, but I must make the best of things, must we not all? There are, after all, creatures much worse off than we are. Take, for example, the abominations. No, we are not all abominations. An abomination is a werewolf that has been turned into a vampire, full of the rage that they had before, and now in a condition that they despise. They feel the Wyrm, as they call it, the corruptor within them, and they step onto the hierarchy of Wyrm Taint. Basically, this is like the path of humanity. The more a werewolf can stay loyal to what they were, follow the rules that they had, even though they no longer have to, the longer they can stave off their beast. Yes, another kind of moral relativism. There are the paths of enlightenment. The clue is in the name. There is not one path for one destination. And I am telling you now of the good. I have told you of evil ones, of selfish ones, of community ones, and of religious ones. And now I tell you of the good paths. The path of honorable accord. A Golconda is a saint. In the path of honorable accord, they are a knight. Chivalrous, obedient to their word, honorable, courageous. All the ideas of your Christian knights made undead flesh. It is difficult, as you can imagine, to always keep one's word in such a cut throughout society as ours. And the vampire world can be even worse. But yes, they stick out. Because being known that you can be trusted can be an advantage as well. And who would want to insult a knight knowing that they would be honor bound to respond with great violence? So yes, I did tell you that any path required abominable behavior. But yes, the path of honorable accord. So they must keep their word in a situation where this is a violation of humanity. They must respect their honor in a situation where this is a cruel and vicious thing to do. That is how they step upon the path. They can show compassion, they can show all that, but their word is more important than all of that. Fair treatment. And then there is the last, and in my impartial opinion, best path of all, the path of Entelechy, based in ancient Greek ideals of perfection, in kratia, inner strength, ray, courage, and sapphire, self-control. That is what we use to achieve intellectually excellent self-perfection. Greek philosophy, read deeply in there, see the perfect path that they laid out for us. They laid it out for mortals, but they laid it out for us. One important step upon this path is to constantly test oneself. Did you know that Plato was a wrestler? There was no idea that Socrates fought in wars. There was no ideas that intellectuals were somehow above physical things. You sought perfection in all things. That is what we do. And we seek to overcome every challenge. And we impose challenges upon ourselves. Such as the challenge of mastering a situation where one is interrogated by a being of pure faith, of true faith that one cannot touch, and one only has one's words to undermine them. Now, remember, I told you, your true faith was based on ignorance. I've destroyed that ignorance, and with it destroyed your childish faith. It does not burn me anymore. The only question is now, my dear friend, after I embrace you, what path will you choose?